Alright, over here at hive number 3, which I finally got smart and started actually labeling stuff on the covers. So this is the swarm that I rescued and relocated from Maysville at the end of March, and the last inspection, which was about 2 weeks ago, I moved them into a 10-frame box because I left them in the nuke box, the 5-frame nuke box, for 2 weeks, and they completely built out all 5 frames that had brand new foundation. Not one of the 5 plastic foundations had any built wax on it, and these bees completely drew out all 5. The queen started laying in them, capped some brood. I mean, just took off. So, like I said, they've been in the 10 frame since the last inspection, which was 2 weeks ago. So this will be the first time I've looked at them since they've been in the 10 frame. And I know this is always kind of fun to do. Let's share a first look at them. They're probably doing a-okay. The blackberries around here are in full bloom. There's plenty of floral sources. And I have to remind myself I did not find the queen when I moved them from the 5 frame into the 10 frame. So I have my queen catcher ready. It's just a matter of finding the queen, really. And I have not fed them anything. I moved them in here as an 8 frame because of the 1 gallon frame feeder, but I've been kind of lazy, more so busy really, but it makes me feel lazy this year by not feeding the colonies any sugar water that I have no intent of putting a honey super on. I usually feed them pretty heavy to help them really draw out wax so they can build up the colonies, but just been very busy with quite a few things and just have not taken the time to make any sugar water for them. And it doesn't really look like I need to, because they are doing an excellent job on their own, and hopefully this comes up on camera. I mean, new wax is just absolutely beautiful. Look how yellow that is. That's capped honey up there. But hopefully you can see this. Look at all the eggs. This queen is laying eggs in every single cell. So I have no doubt, same thing on this side, I have no doubt this colony is going to explode in the next few weeks. Yeah. Not to mention they're pretty calm, which I know can change just like that. But so far, they're actually pretty pleasant to work with. Oh yeah, check that out. That is awesome. I mean, this queen means business. Same thing. Every cell possible to lie an egg in, she's done so. So the center 5 frames, so starting at this one, the center 5 frames are going to be the frames that I moved over from the 5 frame. The outer 2 or the outer 3 would make sense, are the newer frames. So the next 4 frames we should see a lot of very nice progress on. And that is something else. That is a thing of beauty right there. You're doing such a nice job. It'd be really nice to see what the queen looks like, because I have not had a chance to find her at all, and I hate to do this because it does take the bees a lot of work to build wax like that, but it doesn't really do much but just get in the way and kind of seal things together. But yeah, it'd be really nice to find the queen. I kind of keep going back and forth in my head whether or not I want to mark her, because she's doing such a great job. Yeah, look at that brood. I know it won't come up on camera, but that's a very new bee right there. Very dusty looking. Whole bunch of newbies. Wow, look at that. They are doing such a nice job. Like I said, this is with absolutely no supplemental feed. So I can't remember if these last two frames were the new ones or the first two frames, but they have drawn practically every single frame out, because I can see the next one already. But yeah, I mean, look at that. That is incredible. It might be time to add a box to them. In fact, I think I'm going to do that now that I say it. Because I mean, they were making short work of all the space provided. So even if the first two frames or the last two frames were new, and they're going out and she's every single one. I'm not even going to push the issue of finding the queen, really. She's doing such a great job. Like I said, it'd be nice to see her, but there's absolutely no need at this point. There's eggs on this too. There's eggs on this frame. So yeah, I'm gonna add them. I'm gonna add a box. Probably a medium. And honestly, if they're doing this good of a job collecting resources and drawing wax, I'm gonna add a new medium. When I say new medium, I mean a medium box with just new foundation. They might draw it out in no time. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab a box real quick, and I'm gonna add I'm gonna add a medium box to them without a queen excluder, so they'll just continue to move upward and draw it out. Oh, just like that, change in plans. So I have this is a shallow. So I have a shallow box. This was on a colony. I know you can't see this. Anyway, this was on a colony that did not overwinter. They actually died out. This was on number 5, the very last position in the yard. So this was on a colony that did not survive the winter. I think the migratory cover, it just allowed too much moisture in. So I know this looks kind of bad and everything, but the bees will clean this up in no time. But the reason I want to add this is because, one, it provides them instant drawn comb, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with this comb, and they're actually already moving up into this. So they'll clean it up, and they should actually start using this in no time. But yeah, check that out. They are moving up into this box, I mean instantly. Let me show you. Like, they are instantly coming up in this box. So, one, that's a good thing. Two, that just makes me curious how much work they will get done in the next 2 weeks. I'll be out here probably middle of May to check on them. So, as you can see, 10 frames, drawn wax. Some frames are completely drawn out, some still need some work like this one. But kind of curious to see how much work they'll get done in the next 2 weeks or so. So yeah, there you have it. Swarm from Maysville. It's doing an excellent job. Couldn't ask for anything else. So yeah, hey, thanks again to the folks in Maysville that gave me a call to remove this swarm out of some vines next to a tree on their property. It's very hard to tell how big they were because I went out at night. Not that I couldn't tell, but really couldn't tell how healthy of a colony they were when I shook them into the box. But yeah, they've done an excellent job. They drew out, like I said, quite a few times. They completely drew out the 5 frames in the nuke within 2 weeks, and in 2 additional weeks they drew out the other 4 frames I provided them down in the 10 frame, or actually 3 frames because I'm running it as an 8 frame. So with all that said, giving them 10 frames, which most are drawn out in a shallow, I'd put money on it that they will have done a ton of work in the next 2 weeks. So by the time I come out to inspect them again. So hey, yeah, thanks again to the folks in Maysville that gave me a call to remove a swarm. Didn't charge them anything, you know, and if this hive produces some honey, I'll be sure to get them some. So hey, thanks for checking out Cole's Farm. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and if you ring the bell, you'll receive notifications of future videos. But yeah, just another look at the entrance, hive number 3, the Maysville swarm. Alright, see y'all next time.